I wasn't supposed to be in the back room. I was only grabbing a visitor badge from the lanyard bin. The lock on the supply cabinet clicked, and my hand moved before my brain caught up. Inside, there was a stack of intake sheets stamped Silverline Community Services. Neat margin notes: approved, delayed, denied. My case number sat on top like it had been waiting. The office where I worked felt built to swallow sound. City Charter Aid, East Wing. Fluorescent lights buzzed. The coffee tasted burnt paper. I kept a tight schedule because my sister's medicine came due every month, and her health came due every week. Overdue reminders curled on my desk like dead leaves. I told myself I was just reading, casually, like checking weather. Then I saw it. The same signature, the same initials, tied to families I'd seen in the lobby. Moms with clean hands and shaking smiles. Grandparents in church clothes every day. People who asked for help like they were apologizing for existing. The inciting moment was small, almost stupid. Tuesday afternoon, soft rain at the windows, footsteps in the hall, then a low voice drop an octave. Dorian, Apex Solutions, leaned into a conference room doorway and spoke like he was telling a joke. He said we could pause benefits. One more cycle, just one more cycle, because it saved the company time and kept the metrics clean. His tone was careful, practiced, like he'd practiced not sounding cruel. I pressed my palm to the paper until it warmed. My chest hurt, cold sweat at my hairline, a ticking clock somewhere in the vents. Dorian's voice slid away and I stood there, holding someone else's future, like a live wire. Report it, and I lose my access badge, lose my job. My sister's next refill doesn't happen. Stay quiet and families get delayed, pushed, denied, until rent notices stack high enough to hide the truth. Act halfway, and I become a rumor. Do nothing, and I become part of the system. I pictured my sister in the lobby, hands folded so tight her knuckles went pale. Would I trust the neat margin notes? Or would I do what I saw? Calculate, delay, control, then smile for the camera. I waited until the building emptied, late enough that the security guard only did rounds to stay awake. I opened my laptop in the break room. Lemon cleaner and old microwaves. I pulled the intake sheet scans into a folder named Nothing. Just drafts, just work. My fingers hovered above the email. Send. No attachments, no easy proof. But an audit request would force a review, and reviews meant records, and records meant someone would have to look. My throat tightened. I could hear my breathing, too loud, too honest. I clicked. The screen went dark for half a second. The break room lights flickered, like the building flinched with me. Rain tapped the window. And down the hall, Dorian's laugh echoed as he returned from lunch. Not friendly. Just confirmation he was still in control. The fallout arrived the next morning, not with handcuffs, with a look. Dorian stood by the fridge, watching me pour coffee. Pure ice in his eyes. No anger, no panic. Just measured acknowledgement, like he'd already counted the cost and decided it was worth it. Later that day, my badge stopped working at the East Wing door. The tech shrugged it off as a routine update. My manager called me into a room with bland carpet and no windows. An internal review was happening. My role was being reassigned until it cleared. He didn't say fired. He didn't need to. I walked past the lobby. A woman held an intake packet against her chest, as if it could warm her. She asked about her benefit status, voice trembling. I wanted to tell her what I'd seen, but the words felt like gasoline. Every sentence carried a consequence. That night, I stared at the medicine bottle and tried to understand how a person becomes a gate. Human nature isn't just good or bad. It's masks, and the mask can look professional. I thought the truth would set me free. It didn't. It only gave me a different kind of sleeplessness. Now I know the quiet places where harm hides. I also know how easily it takes shape when people are tired, desperate, and given a reason to look away.